Hello, Judy. So glad to have you here. I'm Dr. Farah Sultan, and I'm the founder of Vitology Wellness, and I'm so excited to have Judy here to share with us her journey and her story, which is so inspiring. So, Judy, thank you so much for being here. And if you could share where you were in your health journey and how you were able to take action and take the right steps, because you really were advocating for yourself because no one else can do it for you, and how you've seen such amazing results. So if you can share that, that would be awesome.
Okay, and you wanted me to tell my age?
Yes.
I'm 77 years old.
Yay!
Chronically. But metabolically, I'm only 62.
Awesome.
And I'm very proud of that.
Yes, and you've worked hard for it.
I have worked hard for it. I don't know when my health journey began, because I was always wanting to be healthy, and I had problems with doctors, sorry to say, because they gave me absolutely no help. Well, what can so I have high blood pressure, or I have this, I have that, whatever. What can I do about it? Well, nothing. They give you a pill.
Yes.
And that's all that they would do. What caused this? Well, we don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
And so that just encouraged me to start kind of looking on my own. And I want to add this because I want to tell how I got connected with you.
Sure.
I had been diagnosed many years ago with an irregular heartbeat, beginning with PVCs, which are benign, and then later I came up with atrial fib, and they started treating that. I had what's called a cardioversion, which is where they put the paddles on your chest and shock you to get your heart back into. I must have had 5 of those.
Wow.
I've had 3 ablations, and nothing was working. But the way I got in contact with you was I was in the hospital having a cardioversion, and I asked the nurse, I said, isn't there some doctor in this town that can help me get well? And she said, well, there's a nurse down the hall. I can't remember her name, but she goes to this doctor. And so she said, I'll have her come talk to you. So, I mean, I'm in the hospital. And she came and talked to me, and she said, well, I go to Dr. Sultan. So I came home and called.
Yeah.
And that's how I got connected here. But that's probably where my journey of wellness began. Because when I came here, you did all the blood tests that nobody else wanted to do.
Right.
I had been to an endocrinologist because I felt like I had metabolism problems, and they put me on metformin. And so when I came here, they didn't want to do the blood test. Well, you don't need that. You're in the normal range. Don't worry about that. But I knew my body didn't feel good. So when I came here, you began doing all the blood tests.
Yes.
And so I started realizing the knowledge to start taking better care of myself. Diet was one of them that you worked with. I have dieted my whole life, which is not really good. Diets are not good.
No.
Nutrition is good.
Yes.
And so I learned all of this. I already did exercise, but you emphasize diet and exercise and hormone balance. Well, you're not going to find a doctor out there that wants to balance your hormones.
Safely, yeah.
Well, they
And
really
effectively.
Don't. Well, yeah, they do hormone replacement.
Exactly.
Which can be dangerous.
Yes.
Because I did have breast cancer in 1998. And that's probably where my real journey started, because when I came out of that, I was terrified. What caused this? What caused this? And I had no answers. But anyway, so I just came off of, and this is one of the things we wanted to talk about. I for about maybe 3 years, I was whole food plant-based. Not really vegan, but whole food plant-based. Vegans eat junk. Whole food plant-based people only eat whole food and plant-based. And it wasn't really doing for me what I needed, and you kept telling me little hints. You never pressured me, but you kept saying, you have a lot of inflammation. You said you need to eat more protein.
Yes, always.
You weren't pushy to me, but it was enough for me to go home and start investigating. And this is our joke at our family. I'm YouTube certified. When I want to learn about something, I mean, if I want to learn how to fix my water softener, and this is the truth, you go to YouTube and they'll tell you how to do it. So I go to YouTube and I found out about insulin resistance, and I found out about intermittent fasting, and I'm just interested in this, but nobody's going to tell you that. You have to. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Exactly.
So you have to be your own advocate. The medical profession treats symptoms
and dis-ease.
But food is medicine.
Absolutely.
And so if you learn how to eat real food properly, and you learn what your body needs and what your body doesn't need. It doesn't need sugar at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started implementing what I was learning on my YouTube lessons. And over the times that I've been here, my blood chemistry, you'll have
improved drastically.
Has improved unbelievably. This is to me, this is a miracle. I don't know if y'all believe in miracles, but I believe in miracles. Some of the areas I wanted taken care of was I wanted my insulin resistance addressed. I wanted my my lipo numbers, my cholesterol numbers. I wanted those addressed. I wanted inflammation because you told me I had inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted that addressed. And those were the primary three. But
and your body composition too,
and my body,
and now it's looking great.
Right. So I got off my whole food plant-based and started eating meat, and then again, just through my study, I just want to encourage people to study. Don't wait even for you to tell me how to do it. Mm-hmm. Just tell me I need it.
Yes.
And then get out there and find out. So I started eating meat again, and I learned, you need grass-fed,
yes.
grass-finished,
mm-hmm.
100% grass-fed meat, and you want organic. You can eat all the cheese you want, but you want it to be organic, or you want it to be from Europe where they, it's grass-fed. And so I just started implementing these things, and my body just really responded. And one of the things it did this last time, and this is probably one of the things that you asked me, there's one marker in there, and if I can pronounce it correctly, adiponectin. I don't know what it is. It's called adiponectin.
It's the good stuff.
But it does good stuff. So I looked it up. You tell me. I look it up. And this is the miracle. Those were the things that I was seeking. That marker addresses glucose regulation. It regulates glucose. It regulates your lipid metabolism. It addresses. It's an antioxidant.
Mm-hmm.
It's an anti-inflammatory. It did everything that I wanted, that I was seeking in my body, in that one little item. And
make you leaner.
And so I searched it out, and it said normally your score, or whatever they call it on there,
mm-hmm.
I'm not that familiar with it, is anywhere from 2 to 20, and occasionally it'll get to be 30. Mine was 40.
Yay!
And she said, I've never had a patient that had it so high.
That's true.
But it's just eating the right things. I've learned how to sleep well.
Mm-hmm. Prioritizing your sleep.
Yeah. I'm not a meditator.
That's okay.
But I'm a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think prayer is a form of meditation, personally.
It is. Mm-hmm.
God tells us that He gives us the peace that passes all understanding. So I get my peace from that. I don't mess with, being not peaceful, really. Occasionally. You have husbands and children. But other than that, And so it's a holistic life. But my main thing is my when I went on to meat, I want to add this too. When I went on to meat, my cholesterol went up. It went up about 30 points, I think, 20 or 30 points. But the part of the cholesterol that really carries the fat out of your body went way high too. So it doesn't matter what my cholesterol number was because it's good stuff.
Exactly. Don't go just by your total, because when you look at the breakdown of your cholesterol, it was really, really healthy.
It was really, really healthy. And the other one was, okay, I'm losing my train of thought here. The A1C.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so in my learning, my YouTube certification, I discovered that really, more so than cholesterol, your A1C is important. Now, your A1C is a 3-month average of what your glucose levels are running. And so you want an A1C, and medicine tells us you want it below 150. Well, 6 months ago, mine was 100, so I thought, oh, I'm doing good. This time, it was 57. Unheard of. Whoever heard? And triglycerides are the fat that's running through your blood.
And that was so low this time. Yes.
I have a personal scientific bent, I think. I was a dental hygienist, so I have an associate's degree in science. And so that's probably part of what motivates me, is science interests me. But I just encourage everyone to be your own advocate and find somebody that will help you and let you know what your body is saying.
Exactly.
And nowadays with the you can go online and have a doctor's visit. So even if you live in Podunk City in the middle of the country and there is no doctor, Sultan, you can go have a video conference with. I don't know if you do video conference here. So you live in Miami and you want to talk to you can do it over the internet. So
yes.
Now there is, it's just like, well, I can't find a doctor. You can find one online.
Yes,
you can
true.
find one online. But so I feel great. I don't worry about my weight at all. I never weigh. I weigh when I come here, and that's about all. My blood pressure.
Oh.
Well,
you're coming off your medicine.
My blood pressure was 123 over 80 the other day, which is like, whoa, that's what you want.
Yes.
All the time.
Exactly.
I don't take medicines. I'm 77 years old, and the only medicine I take are really preventive things. I take a blood thinner because of the heart issues that I had. I take a statin every other day because you give it to me for inflammation.
At a very low dose.
At a very low dose. And I take a pill to keep my heart rate low again because of the atrial fib that I've been through. But I'm in better shape. I've got a daughter and a son who are 25 years younger than I and more, 30 years younger than I, and I'm in better shape than they are. I told you I went on a vacation and went on a electric bike tour. Hadn't been on a bicycle or an electric bike ever, and I fell and had a nice injury there. But I got up. I just suck it up and get up and keep going. But I came home and bought myself an electric bike. So I go electric biking with my kids.
And with your grandkids?
No, my grandkids need to come see you. They are the typical ones with the soda and the fast foods, and you can't live like that. You can't. You cannot drink soda. You cannot eat sugar. You only get one Earth suit, just the one. And the joke is, well, if I'd known I was going to live this long and I'd taken better care of my body, that's true.
Yes.
So I've never really abused my body. Thank you, Lord. I've never been a drinker. I came out of an alcoholic family, and I saw what it did, and I went, no, thank you. I smoked as a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
And I gave that up real quick because I thought, this is stupid. You get cirrhosis of the liver, and you get
Lung cancer,
lung
and
cancer.
COPD.
So when I was 20, I said, okay, that's enough of that. So I think that's important. Your lifestyle is health. That's all there is to it.
Yes.
And you need someone to tell you where you're at. That's what you do for me. You let me know every 6 months
All your data.
all my data and what's better. And you picked up a problem that I didn't know I had with my kidneys. You said, are you having kidney problems? And I said, no, not that I know of. Well, lo and behold, not too long later, I ended up with a kidney stone. And with urine that was like Coca-Cola color because there was blood in it. But I had no symptoms, no anything, but you picked it up on the blood test that you run here. And so when you tell me something, I believe you.
But yeah, you've just exemplified, and you totally believe in being healthy. You love it, you live it every day. But that's how you've been able to turn things around drastically and significantly. And so many times you've told me you go to the doctor and you're told because of your age that you don't need anything more proactive done, and you have really really disrupted that thinking.
Right. And I told one cardiologist, says, I don't want to hear about because of my age. She said, okay, well, because of the year of your birth. So she said it differently. But I mean, I have friends that are younger than I am that can't go upstairs. And they have knee replacements. And, my daughter-in-law, they live in Atlanta, and we were over riding a bike, our electric bikes. We were all out on our electric bikes. And she was saying how her mother, who's 4 years younger than me, she said she would never be out there on a bicycle ever. And I just thought, we do it.
Yes. So thank you so much
for
sharing this. and I hope this is an inspiration and an encouragement for anyone watching this. And if you have any questions, please visit our website at vitalitywellness.com.